Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is March 7th, 2012. Today is Wednesday, March 7th, 2012. What that means is we have a partners meeting tomorrow night. First I want to invite everyone who has not had a free trial to go to www.cfrn.net/apply, A-P-P-L-Y, and you can take a free trial from there. If you have had a free trial, if you're on the free trial, and you are near the end of your free trial, you want to get into the partners meeting tomorrow night. We always have interesting things that we go over, and people in the partners meetings are the first ones to see anything new that we're doing. There is going to be something new on the 6E that I'm going to show tomorrow night. Something I think anyway, that's worth looking at. If you're on the free trial right now, or if you came to the webinar last Friday, the open house that we had, you should have gotten an email from me yesterday. If you did not get an email from me yesterday, email me at support@cfrn.net. That's support@cfrn.net, and I will send you all the details you need to become a partner. Okay, if you're interested in becoming a partner. That said, let's just move forward here to the trades this morning. Alright, on the ES, there was one possible trade set up here this morning. I did not get into that. By the time I saw it, it had already moved down to here. I know we had at least one partner that got at least 1 point out of the trade. I did not have any opportunity in here to take those trades. Now you can see right here, this is 9:43. This is pretty much the open of the market this morning. And this right here was 2 hours later. So this was what we had to deal with on the 4-tick range this morning, pretty much. When it took off right here like this, we didn't have an opportunity to enter until actually just now. Right here would have been an opportunity to enter long at 12:15. So there was nothing over there. There was nothing over here on the 10,000 contract either. All right, or the 2100 tick. We didn't take any trades on the ES. The one trade, let me just get right into what we actually did do. The one trade that we did take this morning was a YM short, and I'll show you that. We got 10 ticks profit on it. And that's what we got on the morning right there, was 10 ticks profit. The short that we took was right here. We had a bearish cross. It pulled back up, hit the BBC. We shorted the BBC, and we wrote it down to right here. Okay, once it got down here, I moved my stop up to plus 10 ticks. It came back, it took me out at plus 10 ticks, pulled back to the BBC, moved down a little bit more, and then reversed. All right. There was, well, right in here on the way up was an opportunity to get long, but the market was chopping around in here, so I wasn't taking any trades. All right, and I had said that in the live trading room this morning that I was not taking any trades in here because we were stuck in this range here on the YM. This is what we were stuck in. On the ES, you can see these black lines right here. We were stuck in this range on the ES. On the Russell, we were stuck in a range. On the 6E, we were stuck in a channel. On the FTSE 100, we were stuck. So I was waiting until we got out of it. All right, I was waiting until we got out of all that stuff. Now, that said, that was the one trade that I took on the YM this morning. All right, there wasn't much else that set up that we wanted to take. All right, once we got out of that range that I had drawn in there, the price just it shot right up through the weekly trading zone, got up to here, and this was right at the break period here. So we weren't going to trade anything right in here, and it just went sideways, started to go back down. We had a bearish cross and pull back up to the BBC right there, but I wasn't looking to trade anything. All right, let me bring up a couple of these other markets here, and let's see. The Russell 4-tick range, we've had a couple of trade setups on that this morning, but I didn't take any of them. I missed them. I know we had at least one partner this morning who took this trade setup right here and got 10 ticks from it. These black lines that you see right here, this is actually a weekly trading zone, but it pretty much defined the range that the Russell was in this morning, between this line here and this one right here. All right, and the Russell had been stuck in there pretty well too, just like everything else. Using the setups that we had been talking about on the Russell, we had, see, we didn't have the hiccup trade right here because we got blue on the pullback, so you needed to get it closed down. Then your risk would have been above this pivot. It would have worked out down to the weekly trading zone had you taken it. Something happened right here. I don't know what happened exactly, but it took just a couple of seconds there. And we got all these bars sideways. Price moved up to the zone. Support and resistance pulled back down, put in support. Right here, we had bullish divergence. Price closed up above the MA1 after the bullish divergence, and that was the start of that big move up. Now, all of these little moves that you see right here, and here, and here, they were all near hiccups, but you see we had red on every pullback. We had red on the cycle part of it. So they weren't hiccups per se. Hiccups or buying pressure is what it is. So you just had to wait for the combo to move up like this, to roll up, and then close above the MA1. Could have been bought there. It could have been bought there, and it could have been bought right here. All right, that's what you needed to wait for. Now on the way down, a close below the MA1, which would have been right over here. All right, I'll just draw in those entry spots. In this one, the risk would have had to be all the way up here. In this, it would have been right in there, and right in there. All right, for those moves up. That was the Russell this morning. All right, the Russell on the 4-tick range. Now, I mentioned the 6E and the FTSE. I'll get to the FTSE in just a minute. I'm mentioning the FTSE because it does seem to be a good trending market, and someone, Mary, had asked about it yesterday, and she had wanted to take a look at it. This is the ES. Just give me a moment. I got to find my 6E chart. Here it is. Here it is over here. All right, on the 6E this morning, we did take one trade. We got a break even on it. I'll show you where that was. Right here. We shorted right here. When the white was to the left of the green and moving down, we shorted right here. Our risk was up above here. All right, it pulled up to here and moved down to here, 31.10. Once it moved down to 31.10, I moved my stop to break even. It came and got me a break even. Then moved down to 31.09, came back up again, and eventually moved down here. I think it was 16 ticks or something like that. 19 ticks, something like that. 19 ticks is what it was from my entry. All right. Now, I have a little bit more on the chart than I normally do here, and that is part of what I'm going to be going over in the partners meeting tomorrow night. But with just looking at the white to the left of the green here, you would have been looking to get short in here, which wouldn't have gone anywhere. Long in here, which would have worked out well. You would have been looking to go long again in here, which would have worked out well. Short right in here, which would not have worked out. Long again right here, which would have worked out. Once again, short here, which would not have worked out. And over here, it started to get a little choppy, and this short finally would have worked. This long, though it was a little bit messy, would have eventually worked out. Okay, and that brings us to where we are right now. Right here, this short would have worked out. Okay, that's what the 6E looks like, and I'm going to be going over some more stuff with regard to this 6E business tomorrow night in the partners meeting. All right, I think there's something worth looking at there on the 6E. I mentioned the 5-minute earlier. David, I'm not sure if you're here right now, but there was a question about how to integrate the 5-minute with the smaller time frames. Okay, David's not here, and I mentioned that, and I went over that this morning in the live trading room. And that was based on an observation by one of the partners that he shared with us. Okay. Rob, that's the CF combo. That's one of our proprietary indicators. Okay. The CF combo right there. You can get it in the indicator store if you request a trial. Let's see. What other market did I want? Oh, the FTSE. The FTSE. Here we go. I'll show you the FTSE. I'll blow it up a little bit so you can look at it. Now, the FTSE started trading. No, it actually starts trading back here at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It starts to move around. There's not a lot of volume in there at that time. Just looking at a bunch of things with it, but the moves that it had with the divergence this morning, move up here, a move up here, and here. Let me just let me draw arrows, because when I say here, you guys might not see with the cursor jumping all over the place. You might not be seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Again, right in here. Okay, now this market is new to me, so anything that we do on this market is relatively new. I mean, everything looks pretty obvious, and it looks like once it gets trending, it trends pretty well. So we just need to work out the best setup for that. Okay. What color is your background, Rob? Is your background white? Alright. That was the FTSE. So I did the 6E, the YM, the Russell, the ES, and the FTSE. That's everything. Alright, guys. I did it. I see you there, Mike. I heard you too. Let me end the recording here, and then we'll welcome our guest in the room here. All right, guys, keep typing in the questions, and I'm happy to answer them. Rob, if you change your background color, you'll see that, or you can also opt to change the color of the white line. If you right-click on the white line and go to Properties, right here, change this to black if you want. Okay. That will make it visible for you. All right. The fast up and fast down, if you change those to a different color. Okay. On the Russell, that's what I've done. If you look at these two, one's black and one's purple, because folks in the room had said they can't really see it all that well. See. All right, guys. That is it for the morning. I am going to stop the recording now. Again, we have a partners meeting tomorrow night. If you are not yet a partner and you want to be in the partners meeting, send me an email at support@cfrn.net, and I'll tell you what you need to do if you don't know already. All right.